Dillon Jones to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Out of Weber State, 6'6", 235, Big Sky Player of the Year. He's the second first-round pick from Weber State, joining Damian Lillard. So your grade for this is going to be what here?
Yeah, this is a B. Okay. This is a B. If the shooting pans out, if he can make spot-up shots, he's going to be a productive NBA player, rotation player.
That Marcus Smart size.
Okay.
You know, so if he can become a really good defender, he shoots it better than Marcus did coming out of college, but he's a paint touch guy also.
Yeah.
You like this pick?
I don't mind it. I mean, I'm intrigued by the production and the improvement. You saw Fink talk about it with Zach Edey. One of the things people like about him is, you know, he might not have been playing basketball as long as, say, somebody who's been playing basketball since they were 3 or 4 or 5 years old. I'm talking about Zach Edey here. But once he started, he got good quickly and got better every year. You can say the same thing for Dillon Jones. Like, every year he was at Weber State, he was a better basketball player. And in his final year, not going to get the All-American attention because of where he played, but he was productive to that degree.
And that's another theme for me in this draft is we've seen guys who have gone back to college reinvest in development, and it has paid off tonight. Deron Holmes is one. Dillon Jones is one. Donovan Clingan is one. I'm not even talking about guys like Jalen Tyson and Dalton Connect because they didn't have a chance to be drafted last year. I'm talking about these guys who declared for the draft last year, were considered maybe fringe first-round picks, went back to school, and now have themselves guaranteed contracts in the NBA because they bet on themselves and they made it. They made it to the first round because of it.
And when you talk about a guy like Dalton Connect, he didn't even have a Division I scholarship coming out of high school. He went to the JUCO route, and then ended up at another school and eventually Tennessee. So I love these guys that bet on themselves.
Are you at all disappointed with what the Knicks did here? They had another pick. You're okay with them? Okay. You're good.
Well, I thought that there was a real opportunity for them to add, you know, older players like what the Lakers did, like what other franchises have done. If you're trying to win now, I mean, you know, Terrence Shannon is available in this draft. He's somebody who I think could help somebody as a rookie next year. The idea that they just passed on all of that despite starting the day with 2 picks in the 20s, little surprising. Not surprised they moved off one of them, but I am surprised that they didn't take a single player in the first round who projects as somebody who could help them next year.
I think the Knicks are still a little hungover because of what happened in the last 24 hours.
They might not even know this is happening today.
Hey, you re-sign your starting forward, you trade for Mikal Bridges. They've had a pretty good 24 hours.
Yeah, they're like, hey, just take whoever you want.
You know what they got for that Dillon Jones pick? They got 5 second-round picks.
That's right.
So we talked about that all those draft assets that OKC had acquired. We talked about all that New York sent out last night. Well, they're not first-round picks, but they're at least getting some bites at the apple in coming years.
And with second-round picks, like, they're more valuable today than maybe ever, because not to get too into the weeds, but with the second apron and stuff, once you start paying 2 or 3 guys, you got to fill out your roster with small contract guys, and you can get them in the second round.
That's something we talked about with Phoenix, too.
And the price differential is no different. You pay the 59th pick the same as you do the 31st, so you're not locked in there at all.
And guys, remember a young man that played for me at Alabama, Herb Jones, got drafted in the second round. I think he broke the record for salary for a second round.
You know who else got drafted in the second round? Jalen Brunson.
There you go. Right.
You can get some value.
Well, if they can find another one of those, they'll be in good shape.
They both are lefties.
Nikola Jokic was drafted in the second round. So there's always some gems in the second round.